today I'm going to be teaching you how to draw different flowers. The materials you will need today will be your canvas, I'm using a piece of paper, and your pencil. I am using a pen because if I use a pencil, it is going to show up very faintly on the piece of paper, but if you are first drawing these, definitely do with a pencil so that you can fix your mistakes. Okay guys, so I went ahead and divided my paper in a few sections so I can show you everything. So the first type of flower I'm going to teach you how to draw will be a sunflower. So for sunflower, you're going to want to draw your circle flower, like the circle, the center of your flower. Sorry, I can't talk. You're going to want to draw the center of your flower, and then you want to mark the four corners, or like the middle, and to make like a T, but don't make the center. So this you're going to make measurements so everything's more equal. And then you're going to go ahead and do that again. So you should have 8 lines and make them the same length to the best you can. So now it kind of looks like a sun. And now you're going to go ahead, and if you want your petals to be big, you can just connect them. Or if you want your petals to be small, you're going to go in the middle. So I'll show you both types. So if you want small, you're going to, so I'm left-handed. So I'm going to go ahead and start in the middle between the 2 lines and go up and then connect it to the line. Now, if you're right-handed, you are going to want to start with the line and then go into the middle. It's really up to how you draw things. And then I'm going to go ahead and do that again. And I'm going to go ahead and do that across the whole entire circle so I can get petals. Now, so that you can make your petals as even and not them all like stick up, my preference is as you go along to turn your piece of paper so that you can then go ahead and make those lines as straight as possible. Because I've noticed that when I draw flowers and I don't turn the piece of paper, sometimes they all just end up going the same direction. So this helps you do better. So I'll go ahead and finish it up, and then I'll go ahead and show you what the flower looks with the thicker petals. So after you got your sunflower, it's going to look like this. But now this is just the flower, and you are going to want the leaf and then like the stem, and then you can make like petals. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to go in between one of the 2 leaves that you made. Now you can make it go any direction you want. I'm just going to go down, and there I got my stem. And then to make your petals, or the leaves that go on the stem, you're going to go ahead and create a curve like that, and then you're going to go ahead and make another curve from the tip down to the stem, and then you got like a little leaf. And then you can just add as many leaves as you would like. Some people might like 1, 2, you can make them like scattered, you can make them like together. I'm going to make these together. Now a big tip is when you do your flower to make sure that you make them as even as possible, so you don't want some really big and then some really small. It's going to mess things up. And I just realized that these petals kind of made a heart. So that is the thin petals for a sunflower. But if you want thicker petals, you're going to start the same way with a circle with your cross, making your 4 lines. And then you're going to go ahead and do that again, making 8 lines. After you got your 8 lines, instead of you going in the middle to make them thinner, you're just going to go ahead and make your leaves thicker by just connecting those. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for all the way around the circle, and making sure that my petals are about the same length, and turning my paper so that they can all stick in the direction they're supposed to be. now I went ahead and I drew my flower. I did mess up right here, so if I was in pencil, I would erase it and fix it, but because of a pen, obviously, I can't do that, which is why it's always good to start off with your pencil. So now I'm going to go ahead and draw my stem and create my petals the same way we did the first time, but it's creating a little swoop and then connecting it back down, and then like that. And if you're doing it like this, the smaller leaves will always be on the bottom, and as you go down, they would get bigger. So that is how to make like a sunflower type of flower. Another way to make a flower, I'll just go down. To be completely honest, I don't really know what type of flower this is, but it's really cool. That's all I really know. And it looks really good as long as you get your proportions correctly and you don't make it too big or too thin. It kind of has to be like just right. So this would be a little bit harder, but it's still fun and easy. It's not like super hard. So once again, you're going to start off with your circle, and you're once again going to make 4 lines like this. So sort of like a cross. But now, instead of adding more lines or doing whatever, you're literally just going to connect them. So I'm going to turn my paper, and then I'm just going to connect it like that. And then I'm going to go ahead, do that to the other side. It's actually going to end up making like a bow shape. But I don't want a bow, obviously. I want a flower. So I'm going to go ahead and do that again. Okay, so I did mess up a little right there, but I'm gonna go ahead and make another one real quick and try to make it perfect so that it actually looks good, because as you see, I messed up and the flower looks really weird now. So I'm gonna go and quickly draw one to fix my mistake. Okay, so that's a little better, but still not perfect. So now I'm gonna go ahead and draw your stems and add your leaves if you want any, and make it all cutesy. And there is another type of flower. And then you can like color these in, of course, outline them in black if you want. I just couldn't find a black pen, so yeah. So now I'll go ahead and draw tulips. So drawing tulips is not hard at all. It's actually quite easy. I'll teach you how to make like a bouquet of tulips and then just like single tulips. So first I'll teach you how to make single tulips. So you're going to go ahead and make a U, and then you're going to go ahead and swoop down and make a W, or yeah, a W. So then you're going to get a U and a W connected, and this is going to be the tulip part. And then you can go and draw your stem, and then if you want you can draw leaves or whatever, and you kind of color it in what you want. Now if you want a bouquet of tulips, you're going to do the same thing, but instead of just drawing your U like up, you're going to go ahead, so I'll do like a bouquet of, let's say, 5 flowers. I'll do like one in the center, my U and W, and then let's say I wanted one on the side, so I'm going to draw one more to the side, and then you can tilt your paper too if that's going to help you. And instead of just drawing it straight down, you're going to curve it in with the others. So I know these stems are like really long, but yeah. And then I'll draw one like even taller, like a bigger one, and then connect it down. So all of my roots are going to go to this point right here, so that it's all like in a bouquet sort of form.
So another big one, make it equal, so that it looks weird, and I'll do a small one, and then we can even have them like overlap, so you have a whole ton of flowers everywhere, and just have fun with it.
Always the thing you want to have with there, just have fun with it. So and there's just like your bouquet, and then if you want you can even put like a vase, you know, have it in like water, okay, just have fun with it. I know that circle kind of ruins it, but that's fine. Now, the next how I'm going to teach you is a rose. So now a rose, you kind of do need color, but I'm just gonna teach you without the color and it'll still work. So it's just gonna be a little bit different. So instead you're gonna draw your circle, but that is your rose. The circle is your rose, so make it however big you want. And then draw your stem with your thorns and leaves. So now you're just like that, kind of just looks like a sun with leaves, okay? I know, looks nothing like it. But now you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna put a tiny little like comma where the center would be. And then you're gonna make a little bigger comma going like that. You're gonna make like a face. So you're now gonna have like a face, like an eye and a smiley face, okay? And then you're gonna make an even bigger one, but let's say it's like off to the side. And you're basically creating the petals of the rose. Now this is an easy way to draw a rose. There is a harder way, but I have not quite mastered that yet. So you're just gonna go ahead and just draw lines where they make sense, and then it kind of looks like a rose. So you see, you don't need color actually, but if you do have color, so let's say it's like purple, your highlights, you're gonna want them to be a dark purple, not black or white. You're gonna want the lines to be a dark purple.
So obviously I can't do like shading with a pen. I'll try my best to kind of show you. So here's my rose. Got like thorns and leaves. Okay, kind of made a horny flower already. Okay, and then, let's see, shade it in blue. Let's see if this works. And then, I cannot get that. And then, I'm gonna make, yeah, that's kind of, it's not dark enough, but you'll see, like, you just want it to be the darker shade, obviously dark enough to where you'll be able to, like, see it, so you can actually define, like, the rose.
So this is all the types of flowers I know how to draw and that I think look really cool. So you have your sunflower, and you can color it as one. You have like the flower I just made up. And then you got tulips. And then you got some roses. And here are just a whole ton of cool ways to draw flowers and how to draw them. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!